phase shift, but it came out in the reverse. So y'all could be coming out of a period of time where it was like a weird like phase. I'm going to say it was a weird phase due to the fact that things started getting real weird and odd. Okay? When I say real weird and odd, I mean like you weren't understanding why people was arguing with you. You weren't understanding why it went it's like it's like the energy sped up and then it slowly sped down and then it's picking back up again. If I'm making sense. I know I'm gonna make sense to somebody here. All right. The energy paced up, slowed down, then paced up again. Okay, there was a lot of things that was going on, and I don't know, they were very unpredictable things. All right, I'm getting very unpredictable, and I'm getting here that, with the crescent moon being here, it possibly was it's something that happened during the new moon. All right, the new moon phase is going on during the new moon, or just ended at the last minute of the new moon. All right, like the timeline. There was some type of disruption. Now, no matter what the disruption was, I feel like there was somebody here that keeps questioning why the disruption happened. But I'm getting here that is just to remind you to stay focused and to remind you to keep going. So that way, you know that everything that you're feeling is only temporary because you've been working on yourself, collective. You've been working on yourself very hard. So we're going to have certain disruptions that remind us of lessons that we already know or something that we should know by now, and the Most High sits us down and says, okay, are you going to take this serious? Something like that. Interchange is like, with the interchange, you probably realize that you may have been put in predicament, if I could talk. You may have not been talking a lot, or maybe you overextended yourself as well. Okay? You may have been arguing with people with the disruption. And I feel like the arguing was very combative, but it was also a reminder that, you really are healing, but there's also some things that you also need to continue working on so far as your interchange, like shadow work. Okay? Some of you might be doing a little bit of shadow work by the beginning of this year or closing out the end of this year. So if you did have a disruption, you possibly opened up your journal and started writing. Okay? Because we're going to always grow, we always going to heal. So continue working on yourself with the interchange because there's never not enough. Okay? We can keep going with the interchange. We have transition, disorientation, out of sync, adjustment period, temporary instability. You may be going through a phase, or this is you coming out of this phase though, all right? Where you possibly were just feeling very confused and you had know what the fuck was going on here, okay? It's just temporary. I'm seeing somebody here laughing at the end of this all. I'm seeing somebody laughing at the end of this phase shift due to the fact that you know that it's like when you look back on it, it's silly. Like, so let's say that you were arguing with people, or maybe there was some type of disruption. Okay, I see somebody here possibly had to move, or maybe something with a move or some type of shift or transition where, I don't know, it was kind of like a joke almost from the universe. Like, but it's a reminder at the same time I'm getting. So I feel like you peeped it and you possibly laughed. I feel like somebody... I got cayenne pepper in my tea because my throat is killing me. You might be eating a lot of spices. Now that I think of it, somebody here is eating a lot of spices. I don't know if you're like from the Caribbean or something. Maybe I see it like, oh my God, jerk chicken. I don't know if somebody here is making jerk chicken. I can smell it through this phone. All right, stop, because I'm hungry. Reality will become unstable as you realign yourself. Trust the process. Clarity reforms beyond the static. So your ears may have felt muffled. Somebody's ears may have been feeling muffled, but I'm getting here is because you may have been sick, or possibly whatever transition that you're getting out of made you feel sick. Because you're not used to a sudden, like this, whatever shift this was, it was very fucking sudden. All right. It was very sudden. But then we got the Chariot here for the tarot card. Okay. This is a 1 card pull. Collective. This is a reminder that continue to move forward. Like, as fast as something sped up and as fast as something slowed down, something is going to move quickly now, again, in the energy. You possibly noticed that whatever shift this was silly and idiotic, possibly coming from either your side or other people's. All right, you may have been around some flunky ass energy, or you noticed that the energy was just getting real weird, and it threw you off track. Now you're back on track, and you're gonna continue flowing. Okay. I feel like the phase shift in the reverse was just a reminder for you to get your for you to just listen. If it doesn't matter what you're going through, keep going. All right, because you are somebody here that is balanced, but you also have another side of you that's very potent, very strong and powerful. So when somebody does upset you, or any type of energy tries to conflict you, there's somebody here that other side will creep out and pop off if needed. And I feel like that may have happened possibly with some of yous. But I see here it was for the good of all. I don't know. It was something here where it was like your ancestors in the Most High. I don't know if they like to play games. Some of them like to play games. You guys gotta listen. You guys got some funny ancestors, all right? And spirit guys. I feel like some of them, I don't know if it was like a little trick from the universe, but I feel like you're gonna be okay, all right? What else for the collective? What they need to hear for the beginning of this year? Aside from all this flunky ass energy, y'all are coming out of a period where people that gave you promises, they're coming back, or broke your heart, they're coming back. All right. These are people here that love bombed you or made you feel like you weren't worthy. And I feel like a lot of you this year, you went through phases where people made you feel like you weren't worthy or good enough just to be around in your presence. I don't know. Now they got heart eyes for you, I'm getting. It's a lot of heart eyes. I don't even think you're gonna, I feel like a collective, you've been through so much this year where now next year, you know what to look out for. So I feel like you're just gonna swerve the shit out of these people. Regardless of who they are, swiping right. They might want to date you. Somebody here is trying to catfish you online, I'm getting. So if they, like, you know how you have Facebook dating? They might see you on Facebook dating and create a fake page. I'm seeing here, somebody here is creating a catfish account or online on a dating app if they see you on Tinder or something. And it's going to say it's a match, but you need to keep swiping right, okay? No, that person is not for you. I feel like it's a catfish. This is somebody here that has a hidden agenda, so just beware. All right, you leaving people on red, though. You're leaving people on red. You don't got time for this shiesty shit, especially in the beginning of this year. All right? You've had enough catfish people. I'm going to call Max and Neve on these motherfuckers, all right? All right, that's supposed to be a short message. We are leaving it at that because, listen, we're not doing a long message today because I'm not feeling well. Peace out, guys, and happy holiday.